Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, depending on where you are. Hello, I wanted to come on. I'm going to do my makeup, get ready with you guys this morning, and I have been asked now more than I can count how I homeschool, run two businesses, and still have hair. And while I joke that I have very thick hair and I could be pulling it out by the handfuls and nobody would ever know, there are some things that you can do to prioritize and get through and live the life to your priorities in the statement, because right now my kids are part of my priority statement. Homeschooling them is a big, huge something I've always desired, I've always wanted to do. And while you can't do it all, I believe you can do all the things that you desire to do and find systems and ways to do them most effectively and efficiently and enjoy the moments. So I've wanted to kind of do this video for a little while and just share a little insight into my life. If you see me come on Facebook Live and doing my makeup, it's because typically we have a different schedule than most people, and it works for us, and you kind of have to figure out and find the things that work for you. I don't know that there's any one-size-fits-all system, but this is something that has worked for us and what I like to share, especially for the other homeschooling mamas out there, or the ones who want to figure out how to balance business or balance their full-time job and starting a home-based business or whatever it would be. And what I want to encourage you with and unveil the cover on is that it's not always pretty and it's not always perfect, but like I said, it's what works for us. So I thought today I would just hop on here and share some of that. So today we are getting ready. Hey Jennifer, we are getting ready to go out. We're going to go do Christmas cookies and things with my mom and my sister. It's that time of year, so we have those things planned and ready for us this afternoon. But kind of what a typical day in my life looks like is that I'm not a morning person. I'm a night owl. I can change that about myself. I've proven to myself I can change that about myself. But with kids and working the businesses that I work and that I do, later nights still work for me, but I still need to get sleep. I really have a hard time functioning on less than 7 hours of sleep. And I'm definitely functioning on less than 7 hours of sleep today because my 2-year-old was not having it last night. He was just not sleeping. 1:30 in the morning. I want lollipops. For real. No, you're not having lollipops at 1:30 in the morning. This is sleep time. Go back to bed. I did cave and let him watch one episode of Chuggington because I was like, maybe he'll just zone out and fall back asleep. Of course he didn't after one episode, so then we just turned off the TV. And anyway, true day in my life. I'm not really the morning disciplined person, so later nights work for me. And so what typically happens, and homeschooling works so great to that for us, is that we kind of get up and started going with school kind of after breakfast between 9:30, between 9 and 10 o'clock. It's really anywhere between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. depending on when everybody kind of gets up. And I typically get up and going, and the kids know that they can't watch TV or do iPad or do other things without doing school first. And what I use for schooling right now is been a absolute godsend. I'm so excited. It's called timeforlearning.com, and it is an online program. It's not like state cyber school. It's something you pay, I think it's like $35 a month for per kid. I think it's per kid. But it has everything. It has science, it has social studies, it has language arts extensions, reading, spelling, it has printable work papers, it has online teaching, and it's all segmented and just so complete. It does all the way through high school. It does additional foreign languages, and it does lesson plans. It helps you with the lesson plans to figure out how many lessons a child needs to complete in a day to get to the end of the year, as well as all the school reporting. So it tells you how much time it took them to get through each thing. It gives you their final grade. It tells you, so many different things. It gives you all the information. So Time for Learning has been a huge thing for us with homeschooling, that I'm still involved in helping my kids learn but there's an additional support factor, and they just feel excited about doing the school, even though some of it may seem a little bit more like old computer tech as far as some of the lessons go, or some of the animations or things like that. They still seem to get quite a bit out of it that I feel like they weren't really getting out of some of the workbook things, which I really have liked. But they still do workbooks as well. I use a lot of things from Christian Liberty. I think it's Christian Liberty, where like additional history and things, values, character building. I also use some supplemental math sheets and worksheets as well. And I also do an additional spelling program because they struggle with spelling, and I've always struggled with spelling. So trying to help them through with some of that. So that usually takes us about 3 to 4 hours depending. So anywhere from like 9 to 1 or 2, 10, 1 or 2 in the day is kind of typically when we do our school. And during that time, one's on the computer. Sometimes I have them both on the computer at the same time. But typically one will be on the computer and the other one will be doing worksheets or reading. And Grady is typically running around playing, doing different kind of creative things. And I can be able to, for the most part, answer emails or respond to different things as well. But pretty much when I'm doing school with them, I am doing school with them and trying not to split the focus too much, because we can get done school so much quicker and effectively. So I'll have one working on chores while one's doing math or whatever. So that's like a big, huge part of our day-to-day life is, making sure school's done and is the priority for our day-to-day, especially since they spend so much time with their dad and we have that that split schedule. They have to get 180 days in with mom. So that's a big part of that. But then how do I go about doing my business and everything else? And a lot of it gets done later at night. A lot of what I do happens in the evening hours. I schedule coaching calls either during a school break in the morning, and I only schedule them 2, sometimes 3 days a week, depending on what I have going on. I know that the second week of the month is the week that they're with their dad. So that's when I schedule my big live call, the live strategy call. It's when I really focus on kind of the next product series or launch that I'm doing. So if it's a series like on PicMonkey, I really schedule my time around making sure that during that second week, when I have a little extra help with the kids, that's when I'm really focused on it. Now, I realize not everybody has like a week of the month that they have extra help with their kids, but this is kind of just giving you my process of how we get through, because I do homeschool, and I run Life Above Rubies and Above Ruby Studio, and I do coaching calls, and then I still have fun with the side things like Unique Makeup and everything else. Now, I don't really consider Unique Makeup and Close to My Heart like my business. I consider them like my hobby businesses, as I've kind of said before, where it's not the main thing I'm trying to grow and focus, but I'm happy that they grow, and I love helping people, and I love the missions of the company, so I support them. And that's kind of the whole point of why I'm a part of them. And I know many people want to grow indirect sales businesses, and how do you find your way to do that? And it is truly through relationship marketing skills and self-branding, and the experience that others have with you as a brand to stand you apart from other presenters or consultants or distributors or whatever you are called within the sales company that you choose to partner with. And it really is a partnership. You really, you do grow and can earn and build something from that. But what I always like to really encourage people with is making sure that you are establishing yourself enough at your own identity within that, because one, it's going to set you apart to skyrocket your sales. 2, it's going to help you with the education and exposure of your business to not be a salesperson that you're always blasting all your friends from high school and social media with join my party, join my this, join my that. You start magnetizing in outside eyeballs, and you kind of learn different ways to monetize and grow. So that's what I always try to encourage with that, and help you find the way to do, help you find the sales funnels and the basically the freemiums and the giveaways that you can do that add value and help establish you as an authority in what it is you're after doing and how to go about doing it. So, okay, lipstick. My point is, it's all doable. It's all figure outable. I don't care what your schedule looks like. I don't care how busy, crazy you think you are or that you don't have time for. There are ways to carve it out and to figure it out. And a big part of what helps you figure it out and make it, throw it on the floor. A big part of what I found, hey Jen, hey Jennifer, what I feel like makes it helpful or can help you be focused and accountable is the Passion Planner. I've been using these now for the past 2 years. I've used them for my kids for school, and I also use them because we have to track days and their school log and their lesson plans. But I also use them for my own personal stuff. And part of what they do, and I'm just going to show you in the front here, there's different ways that it's set up. So you kind of make a little mind map, road map of things that you want to see happen in your lifetime, your wish list, your 1 year, 3 months, 3 years, etc. And then creating your kind of game changer plan from there. And you get specifics and timelines, and they help you kind of figure all of that out. But then there's a month calendar where you can put in your own dates. There's dated ones and undated ones. So you can pick up an undated one to start any time of the year or a dated one. And then it breaks it out by the week as well. So you can put in a week with the hours of the day time slot. But the good things that it does is that for the month, it helps you really focus. Okay, there's 2 columns for work priorities and 2 little columns for personal priorities. So for example, in November, my personal passion projects and goals for November were kid time education and then some specific things that we wanted to do, to-dos on craft projects or a school project or a place we wanted to go visit, and marking those things in the date that they were due by. And then the same thing on the other side of the work projects and goals. So the focus on the coaching content, the emails, the system post, etc., all of those things, and then kind of breaking it down and writing out that map, and you can keep track in that time. It's a really great way to focus those month by month things, the tasks, the goals, the things you want to measure and say, yes, I accomplished at the end. But then it goes above and beyond, and it has a month-end reflection. And the month-end reflection is on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel about the past month? What was the most memorable part of the past month? Describe it. It really has you kind of thinking. 3 lessons you learned from the past month. Review your plan for the past month and assess your priorities. Are you happy with how you spent your time? If not, what steps can you take next month to adjust? And it's really giving you that roadmap and that thought process and that plan all in one place. The other thing that it has a little pocket in the back. It also has grid paper to write down ideas and different things, and it also has like a note section to write down. And the way you can use your week focus is kind of the same thing. So it says this week's focus is, and then happy thing, good things that happened. There's cute quotes and motivation throughout. There's also the personal to-do list and the work to-do list, and then also like the creative drawing, journaling, mind mapping, etc. on the other side. And if you are not, I'm not a week by week journal person. I kind of like to flip to my month, and I like to look at my days in a month format. Like that's just how I work best. I write my appointments in. I use different color. I've become like a huge obsessed person with the Frixion by Pilot. They are erasable gel pens, and they write so super smooth, and I can write in my appointments in the different colors, so I know like the red means it's a coaching call, and the blue means it's for the kids, and the black is other business or other appointments. So I know what each one is by their color, and I can erase. So if an appointment changes, I can erase out that gel pen. I hate using pencils, but it was what you used to have to do. Now I can erase my pens. I don't get paid to tell you that. I got sent them through Influencer, and I was like, this is black magic. This is crazy. Now I bought 2 packs of them. I love them. Erasable gel pens that write smooth like gel pens. They don't clog and clump up, and then you can erase them. They're great for your planners. So I like to look at my planner from a month view and then use the back portion and like there's pages and pages obviously because it's a whole year, and I'm not even showing you because I just started a new one in November was when I started this one. You can do your daily 3s. So this is my current month, and I'm on Tuesday. I didn't do yesterday. Just not just saying I didn't get to do it. But so Tuesday, your daily 3, okay? And you go through the week doing your daily 3 that way. And that's how I like to do it. Some people really like to have like at this time, at this time, and this time. I just keep it all in the month and cram it in and scrunch it in, and that's just how I work. And this is my work passion planner. I know Katina went and got one. There's some pretty colors. She got like the teal one for her Life Above Ruby's tracking. So everything that pertains to Life Above Ruby's work, she has one for. And I know some people will get more than one planner to break out different things, one for work, one for school. I do have one for each of the kids. It's their academic planner. And that's strictly because they need a planner or a portfolio at the end of the school year to turn into the school district to say, yes, they did all the work and here's what they did and the days they did it on and yada, yada, yada. So that's why there's all of that. So like I said, we are off today to go do some Christmas baking with my mom. And we have to go to Target to get all the shopping items to bake. Or wherever we're going. We'll probably end up going to Target because then we can grab a Starbucks and then go home and bake. And so yeah, that's really it. Like I said, I use timeforlearning.com if anybody is a homeschooling mom and looking for a way to supplement or find a way that it's a lot less stress. I found that it was so much less stressful when I could say, okay, here's your lessons. Like, I'm here to still help you and help teach you and learn, but they also have like the lessons being taught on video as well, going through everything. And we just sort of stick together throughout the day. And then we make time adjustments like for special days like today or for field trips. And you don't really plan those things out. And they're a lot of fun. So I just hope that this helps you a little bit understand a little bit more how I manage and how I put the focus in and where I put the focus. I know I can't do it all. And sometimes I try. I think sometimes we all really want to do more. And it's really not about doing more to be successful or hustling more. It's about truly taking action towards your passion and figuring out what that passion statement is for you. And I'm excited to do that with Once Upon a Time coming into the 2017 year. We are really going to get clearly established on who your character is, what your kingdom looks like, who your Prince Charming true love is, and who the villains are in your story, because every good story has that plot twist and villain and conflict in that, and we all have that in life. We all experience that. So what are some of those things? And let's identify them and tell a fabulous story for the 2017 year. Katina is also coming on in 2017, a lot more full force with a whole year-long workshop just for Life Above Rubies and Diamonds. You'll be able to log in to lifeaboverubies.com and see her monthly challenges that are going to include clear vision boards and just that one little action that you can take for the month to help you think about living a more cultivated life, more to this life that you're given. And I'm excited to do that along with Katina, share some additional thoughts and feedback in videos, but I saw her entire year is all laid out and it's going to be incredible. So if you're not already over there and involved, get in there. We also have another video coming out on Thursday on more with personalities, more of your personality card. Are you the diamond? Are you the heart? I hope you were able to watch our live event on Thursday. And yeah, have an awesome, amazing day, you guys. Enjoy the moments, and I'll see you soon at Above Ruby's studio and lifeaboverubies.com. Bye.